welcome back. In the previous lecture, we completed our description of different components of a nuclear fission reactor. In this brief lecture, we will look at nuclear research reactors. These are the nuclear fission reactors that are not utilized for power generation, but used for um, research purposes, mainly to generate, let's say, neutron, which may be used for different applications, or radioactive isotopes for different applications. Historically, a great piece of engineering science is the Chicago pile, uh, mainly due to the efforts of Enrico Fermi. He was a nuclear physicist who had a very good grasp of theory and experiments and practical engineering. So Chicago pile had to be assembled in a rather limited amount of time because there was a race to develop an atomic bomb during World War II. So the race was against the German scientists who were also trying to have a similar program. So the Chicago pile was assembled underneath, I think, a football stadium in University of Chicago. If you go and visit University of Chicago, there's a Fermi Museum, uh, and uh, many aspects of this work, developmental work, is preserved in University of Chicago. So it essentially has a nuclear fuel and a moderator, which is graphite, and certain control rods. Okay. So the main goal was to see whether you can have the reactor going critical. By this, what you mean is that can you have more neutrons generated than what is being consumed? That can also be achieved by moving this control rods in and out and few other details. So it's rather a crude setup, but it gives you a very uh, good physical understanding of what goes into a nuclear reactor. There are very good documentaries available in YouTube. I suggest you uh, view them to get a good understanding. Okay, so the power that was obtained from this reactor was almost negligible. It was just half watt. Okay, so but it was a proof of concept uh, that helped develop nuclear reactors and nuclear engineering science and technology to a great extent. So there's a nice Wikipedia article, and there are many documents and videos on the Chicago pile. You should just take a look at it. The first nuclear research reactor in India is called Apsara. The blue color of Chernenko radiation was the motivation for coming up with this name by Homi Bhabha, who was a pioneer in nuclear science and engineering, especially in establishing nuclear science and engineering in India. So the Bhabha Atomic Research Center um, is the place wherein this research reactor was established. It's a so-called swimming pool kind of reactor. There's a large area available for this reactor. There are different components which are, in principle, it's similar. The role of different components we have discussed in some previous lectures. Uh, the A good website to understand the research reactors available in India is this website. It is the website of the Bhabha Atomic Research Center. This is the single avenue for nuclear research and technology within India, because much of nuclear research and technology is controlled by the government. So BRC and IGCAR and Kalpakam play a big role in terms of nuclear research and technology in India. So there's a nice website which gives details of the different research reactors that are present. The purpose of different research reactors is also provided. And BRC website has interesting, freely downloadable documents like the newsletter and so on. With all these things, you will get an idea of nuclear research done within India. This gives you also a length scale on the research reactor. In the next brief lecture, we will look into nuclear fission power reactors. And an important aspect of nuclear reactors, which determines the acceptability of nuclear energy in the public. So that is to do with nuclear safety. Those topics will be taken up in the next lecture. Thank you.